Hello, my name is John Moxie.
And I'm Ariel Irby-Coates. And this is the South Bristol Scoop. The town meeting was held on March 11th at the SBS gym. Many community members came out to discuss and vote on many local issues. The town meeting is a direct democracy where every resident gets one vote on every issue, and the majority decides on what the town should do on each item. The selectmen are representatives voted by the townspeople to do great work on our behalf, and then we get to make the final decisions. All 45 articles passed this year. There were a couple of amendment proposals too. Here are a few highlights for SBS. Our school budget passed. The town voted to buy laptops for our resident 8th graders going to high school. Thank you, South Bristol residents, for coming out and participating in the town meeting for supporting our school. And now, news from the rest of the world with John.
SpaceX had an interesting 8th test of the Starship, a vehicle designed to travel to Mars. Several engines appeared to cut off as the vehicle was accelerating into space. It marks the second failure for the company this year. The company had a successful landing of the Super Heavy booster. Its 33 Raptor engines propelled the Starship through a normal first-stage ascent. The actual rocket wasn't so lucky. The rocket made it up into space without failure. On the way down, it went into a death spin and exploded. Luckily, no one was inside the rocket, and it had not reached our atmosphere yet. The search for 2-year-old Dane Paulson has entered its second week, as authorities and community members refuse to give up hope of finding the missing toddler. Dane disappeared on Saturday, March 1st, while playing in the front yard of his Silets home, located approximately 100 feet from the Silets River. And now for some local sports with Aria.
The Spindrifters jump rope team had a March 10th trip to Sacapee Valley in Hiram, Maine, and McMahon Elementary in Lewiston. The team says that the first show went better than the second. The first show was in Lewiston, Maine. The second was at Sacapee Valley in Hiram. The jump rope team consists of 7 jumpers, 2nd through 8th grade. 6 of the jumpers are girls, and 1 of the jumpers is a boy. Let's pause for a moment before doing good sports. We'd like to sincerely thank the sponsors of our program. Many thanks to the First National Bank, to the Coastal Locker Room, and to the Rotary Legs Club. We couldn't do this without you, and we appreciate all your help. And now, doing good sports with John.
Last week, the Boston Bruins lost to the Carolina Hurricanes 3-2. They went on to shut out the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-0 against the Florida Panthers. The Bruins won 3-2. The Bruins made some recent trades too. They traded away Brad Marchand, who played for the Bruins for 16 years. That's a long time with one team. The Boston Celtics have won 5 games in a row. They beat the Portland Trailblazers 128-118. They beat the battered Philadelphia 76ers 123-105. They also beat a very strong LA Lakers team 111-101. Against the Utah Jazz, they won again 114-108. And now down at the wharf with Aria.
This is the most recent information from Ozier's Wharf, a longtime South Bristol establishment. Lobster prices: soft-shell lobster can be purchased for $11.99 per pound, and hard-shell lobsters are $12.99 per pound. For bait prices, herring and pokies are $2.65 per pound, and bugfish are $3.65 per pound. And from the Fisherman's Co-op, founded in 1972, soft-shell lobster is $10.99 per pound, and hard-shell is $11.99 per pound. And now for bait, a box of pokies is $240 per barrel, and salted herring is $250 per barrel. The co-op also sells fresh fish. Stop in or call for prices. And here's your 3-day weather forecast with John.
The weather pattern will be very rainy this week. Saturday, it will have a high of 44 and a low of 37 and cloudy. On Sunday, it will have a high of 51 and a low of 42 and a 30% chance of rain. On Monday, it will have a high of 49 and a low of 40 and a 70% chance of rain. And here is your 3-day tide forecast. Pay attention to low tides if you want to get out there on the clam flats. The tide forecast for Saturday, March 15th. High tide will be at 12:33 a.m. and 12:51 p.m. Low tide will be at 6:42 a.m. and 6:58 p.m. On Sunday, March 16th, high tide will be at 1:05 a.m. and 1:26 p.m. Low tide will be at 7:18 a.m. and 7:29 p.m. And Monday, March 17th, high tide will be at 1:37 a.m. and 2:01 p.m. Low tide will be at 7:52 a.m. and 8:01 p.m. On the lighter side, here's our favorite joke this week. What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries?
What?
A towel. We're glad you joined us this week to get the latest on local, county, and national news.
Join us next week as the Scoop went to the South Bristol Town meeting and we have interviews we look forward to sharing with you. Thanks for watching the South Bristol Scoop.
What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries?
What?
A towel.
Oh, laugh. How a hip,
Maybe we can just at some point trade
like how a hippo goes.
You have it now? You have it now?
Yeah.
Annabelle. But you have to do it loud, so
Dying.
Alright.
What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries?
What?
A towel.
Ah!
See, you just ruined it.
Again. Please.
Down. One more.
Man, it's like
What are you
banshees out
Screaming
there.
about?
Yeah, that's freaking good.
Oh my God. Can they
They're
be quiet?
They're living banshees.
Give a laugh that sounds believable.
Okay.
Last time.
Okay.
Yeah,
that?
that's much better.
No. It's worse.
No.
No. Oh, God.
I know.
And now for some local sports with Aria. What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries?
What?
A towel. We're glad you joined us this week to get the latest on local, county, and national news. Thanks for watching the South Bristol Scoop.
I think you forgot the part Larry wanted.
You forgot